Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris as the Roman Empire. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to check and make on something. Okay. Yeah, settings are just fine. Okay. Yeah, so we will be attempting to mostly improve our economy probably this part, along with a little bit of fleet build-up. Because I imagine we are probably slightly behind the curve. Well, at least slightly behind the curve. Although I could be wrong about that, who knows?
Initiating tactical retreat.
Oh, there we go. Space pirates. Let's go ahead and send the fleet out to go deal with the space pirates. Of course, it, for whatever reason, happens in a system that we already own, so I have to say, what the hell, game? It's moving all the way over to the Stellaris system. What the hell?
Our construction ship has been ambushed.
Oh. Why the hell did you get ambushed? I don't know. I really don't. I don't understand why you were right yeah, I don't know why you were right there. I can't think of a good reason for you to be, unless you decided to flee there, in which case, what the hell were you thinking, game?
Anomaly found.
Yeah, whatever. They're still going to the Stellaris system. Move just a little bit away so we're not fighting right on top of them. And you know what? I'm gonna go and take the armor. Okay, now turn back around.
Battle is joined. Construction complete.
There we go. That's how you do it. You go kill them. And that'll give us nothing particularly useful that I care about. Okay, you were returning home, so I just had another science vessel that got blown up somewhere. Or up there.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Wonderful. Let's go ahead and get deflectors. Although admittedly, I'm probably gonna need the better power plants if I really want to take advantage of those, but we'll get it anyway. We discovered an alien ship adrift, is not responding to our attempts to hail them. If this is due to it being unable to interpret our signal or some other reason, we do not know. We can tow it out of the debris field if left untouched. It risks being crushed by the asteroids. Intriguing. You know what? Sure. Let's go and deal with that. Let's go ahead and send the RIS Nucia all the way down there. And I'll have the Appius go and deal with the whole building things up here for now.
System survey complete.
Yep, whatever. You don't have a job. Let's go ahead and give you one now then. You are done. Wonderful. Sadly, you did not find any planets down here that I could colonize to block this area off. I mean, there's a size 24 Antarctic world, but besides that, yeah, I can't really block off all the way over here. I do have the size 25 Continental here, which will help to block off this area, which would help to secure the home world. But, yeah, no. Let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and survey over here. Let's go ahead and build you a science lab there.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Solid job. Let's go build you a power plant. I'm not actually using the advanced ship behaviors thing right now. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'll do that eventually. Just right now, I don't think it's really worth it because I'm gonna have to spend minerals to actually use it anyway. So, no thanks. Go there. Maybe that'll have a planet.
Construction complete.
And the border extension would extend to cover this planet here, or this system here, rather. Let's go ahead and build the solar power plant, or solar panel network, rather. And let's go ahead and build a spaceport around Luna. And we'll build one around Mars later, of course. And you know what? Let's also try and save up the minerals to upgrade Mars's
construction complete.
Ship shelter to an actual planetary, whatever
System
it's called.
survey complete.
Big planetary administration. Okay, now that I have the planetary survey corps. Excuse me. Let's go for prosperity, I think. Yeah, let's just go for prosperity for now.
Construction complete.
No, there are no colonizable planets there, period, which sucks.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Plus 10% of food. Let's go for the border range, I guess. I mean, yeah, I don't really care for either of these, so we'll just go with the border range for now. That's a biolab. I'm gonna kick the game to 3-speed temporarily, which save up the minerals needed to upgrade Mars's planetary capital. Or central building, whatever you want to call it.
Special project complete.
No, I'll just take the enhanced ship speed. I don't really care for a new science ship. And you can go home now, because you don't really have anything better to do. There we go. Now Mars can build its thing. I've got stuff I can do up here.
Scientific breakthrough
Wonderful.
achieved.
Let's go ahead and get the reactors, because well, let's check. Do I need the reactors? Or can I make... Okay, looks like I can at least make do on the Corvettes without it. I should be able to make do without it on the... yeah. I can just make do without it on the destroyers. But, yeah, no, I'll still take the better
Construction complete.
reactors. Oh, you finished. I'll take the... No, I'll take the railguns. And so, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let you tell me what you say about that. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. As far as I understand, generally it's not worth putting armor on corvettes and destroyers. They're generally going to just die far too quickly for it to be of any real use. I'll wait one more month, let you guys get upgraded
System
to have
survey
shields,
complete.
or deflectors in this case rather.
Our ships have been made superior.
And then you, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you to move over there.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, sure, go ahead and survey it. Okay, you know what? We're gonna redo your route. Try and make it slightly more optimal. Okay, that's everything. Go ahead and build a mining station there. Let's slow back down to 2 speed for now. I don't need another science leader game. I'll take the, I presume, permanent plus 20% to anomaly research speed on that ship. Which really means I do not want to lose whichever ship it is that has it. I wasn't paying attention to the name, to be honest. And the game won't tell me exactly which ship it is that has it. Oh, it's those things. Never mind. Don't care.
System survey
I was thinking
complete.
maybe we ran into some actual another empire.
Construction
Nope.
complete.
Okay, and I'm like
System survey
0.01
complete.
minerals shy of being able to upgrade this, is basically what the game is telling me. You know, I don't think I've ever taken the Exile. Grand Marshal. I assume that it would make them either a general or an admiral. I would think. But maybe the game will say, I don't care about them being called the Grand Marshal, they're going to be a scientist. But you know what? No, I'm just gonna... Yeah, you know what? No, screw it, we will. Yes, it does make you into a scientist. Because, yes, it gives you the military theory, which is not actually useful for me right now.
Construction complete.
And you're also worse than the other scientists that I have. So you're really not helpful at all. Okay, you know, let's go ahead and survey more of these systems in this area. We kind of seem to have a problem with that.
Construction complete.
Okay, you go over there. Once I have the minerals, I'll be using the other ones as well, but yeah, kind of lacking the minerals right now.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, sure, go ahead and survey it. No reason not to. Don't care to borrow energy credits. I'm gonna say, let's save our influence, because we don't have tons of it right now.
System survey complete.
Oh, and we have... Oh, that sucks. So, we have apparently discovered hell. Well, not really. So, our scientists aboard the science vessel Aureus Celius have made a horrific discovery on Shadowfen. Of all the insufferable, undeniable, terrible, infested hellholes of planets, this world so overrun by packs of giant arachnids is the worst. It seems like madness to even think of setting foot on this world. The officers heard nighttime hissing coming from the treetops and caverns, not to mention the endless trumping sounds as these giant arachnid creatures walked all over the ship. The scientists didn't care if the arachnids broke something. They ordered an immediate departure. This world should never be visited again. And yet, we have a primitive civilization living on it. Yeah. Sucks for them. Giant arachnids, I believe, allow you to recruit giant arachnid armies. But they do, of course, decrease habitability and happiness on the planet, and as a result, we only have a 30% habitability on this desert world. Which we should presumably have a base of 50. 40. But then we are also adaptive for an extra 10%. So, yeah. We got a minus 15 to habitability there, a minus 5 to habitability due to frequent thunderstorms, although that does add to physics output. Yeah, you gotta feel bad for those guys. I assume one of the reasons why they're slow breeders is because it's somehow maybe helps them survive. I don't know. I really don't.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
I'm pretty sure I managed to mute my mic fast enough for that, but on the off chance I didn't, sorry about that. Just ended up suddenly feeling the need to sneeze.
Construction complete.
Okay, we're already on 3 speed. That's going to take 270 minerals. We're about to get some border range. Not that I really care. Okay, we'll also be getting the better reactors, which will be nice.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
So, free border range, yes please. I will... Don't think any of those are particularly useful, so I'll take the naval capacity, given my choices. Let's go ahead and get the global energy management. And let's go ahead and slap the better... Yeah, I think there's something wrong with my... I'm pretty sure I'm using the ship power stations mod. Maybe I'm not. If I'm not, that kind of sucks. I'll have to look into that. I'm pretty sure it is save compatible. If not, then we just won't be using it. But I'm pretty sure it's save compatible. Because it should be here. It should be one of these boxes here. And maybe an extra box, but nonetheless. So the fact that I don't have it is very weird. Because I kind of liked having that extra power.
System survey complete.
And we'll go ahead and save the minerals needed to upgrade the fleet again. Let's go ahead and build a Cultist Marauders.
Initiating tactical retreat.
You guys, go deal with those.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, sure. Go and check it out. I don't care. Okay, now you're gonna have to use this route. So again, let's go ahead and redo your route. Wait. No. Okay, that's just to make sure. Survey there, then there, then there. That is outside our borders. Okay, then. Come on. Oh, that's, never mind. That puts you at plus 99 orders. Go on. Go over there. Yeah, it's probably easier to just tell you to go to the system for now. Because you're going to keep losing, yeah, track of the enemies there. Science lab. Tragic fate. Mummified pilot. In the meantime, this will give me the
Anomaly
time
found.
to save up some minerals to upgrade the fleet. Although I might wait on upgrading them until I have research railguns. Just so I only have to do it once.
Battle is joined.
You know what? We don't care. Head home. Small red lasers, don't really care. I can research that myself later anyway if I really want to, and I think it's already one of our options here. It's already one of our permanent options.
Debris analyzed.
It's going to get the game back up to 3 speed, for now at least.
System survey complete.
We will have this second construction ship do something. It's just, right now I'm not getting enough minerals to really have both of them going at the same time.
Our ships have been made superior.
You're gonna need a science lab as well, so let's go ahead and get yours queued up once we have the minerals.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Plus 10 naval capacity. Let's go with adaptive bureaucracy, and give me 1 second.
System survey complete.
Okay, only about 23 minutes, just wanted to make sure. This part will also probably be a slightly shorter part than the usual. Well, maybe not really shorter. I'm shooting for roughly between 45 and an hour for how long the parts will be, at least for right now. Yeah. It's going to get that so I can get the decreased upkeep costs, and then I'll probably go and snag expansion after that. But you guys are probably also only getting one part this week as well. Also, I'm not sure why the game's not showing our actual Roman Empire symbol. It should be, but it's not. So we're just not going to get our symbol there for whatever reason. I don't think it's a situation of the lights are
Construction complete.
obscuring it. I think it's just literally not showing it to us at all
System
for whatever
survey
reason.
complete.
Stellaris seems to like to do that sometimes. I'm not sure why. But sometimes it seems to have problems with displaying the map icon for an empire. Namely, when it's my own custom empires. It doesn't seem to have that problem when it's using the game's already included ones. Because of course, why wouldn't it? Leave that as it is. Kind of want to go on some minerals to try and get a
Scientific
base around
breakthrough
Mars. Let's go ahead and
achieved.
do that. Got the railguns, wonderful. We can go ahead and try and get even better railguns, but let's not. Let's just go ahead and get ion thrusters. The game's not giving me a good selection of stuff there, if I'm going to be completely honest. It really isn't. And that's a pretty crappy selection, all things considered. And I am indeed going to need to go ahead and put a fusion thing there.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Yep, go ahead and check it out. Don't care
Our
what it is,
ships
just
have
check it
been
out.
made superior.
Pretty sure I don't have a level 5 scientist. No, I have a level 4 though.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Okay, we got the energy grid. Let's go ahead and get... to be honest, I am inclined to go and get the Auto Explorer, because I don't really care to use it, if I'm going to be completely honest. Or to do the normal exploration. Again, not a good time. Thin ozone layer in Alpha Centauri 3 is potentially useful. So Alpha Centauri might be a system we colonize in the future.
Anomaly found.
Still gotta wait a while for that. And this will be number 5 over here, once we finally manage to build that one later. That's gonna start in 2 months.
Construction complete.
You know what, no, I'll wait. I'll let this other one over here, because this is lots of energy. And I kind of need the energy. Oh, leader managed to get to level 5 now. For ruler level, not skill level. On their agenda's import-export, so I gain a bonus to food production, which I don't think is really helping us much, if at all, so...
System survey
Thanks,
complete.
I guess, game. You are technically giving me something, but it doesn't seem to be particularly useful.
Anomaly found.
Yep, sure, whatever it is, go check it out. Oh, and we have met the Republican Thulian constituents. We have much gained from this encounter, yada yada yada. You guys are equivalent, but you are xenophobes. You don't really have any tech that I care for. Well, you don't have a lot of tech, rather. Better way to phrase it. Planet right here, or over here, would be pretty decent. Oh, they just rivaled us, those bastards. We literally just met one another. And you're already deciding, you know what, we hate you.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Ion thrusters, yes please to the cruisers. However, due to a general lack of energy credits, we are gonna struggle to be able to actually take advantage of using that, but you know, it's there as an option. Also, despite losing the actual building for the Android Pleasure Palace, we still get the plus 20 happiness as a result of it, so,
complete.
you know, that's still nice, actually. I might colonize
Scientific
that world
breakthrough
soon.
achieved.
Ooh, you kinda got me in a bind here, game. Because I do need food, We are organic, so food is very vital to our survival. However, I am inclined to go for the Research Initiative Center, because if I recall correctly, that is a plus to just overall research speed, which modifies these essentially when researching. So, yeah, I kind of want to have that. It'll help quite a bit. Okay, you are done.
Anomaly found.
Yep, go ahead. Research it. Again, I don't care. Just do it. I wish I had an option to just tell them to research any anomaly that they come across that has a less than
complete.
Or has a percent chance of failure that is equal to or less than whatever. I don't know how hard it would be for Paradox to add something like that, but I'd love it if they did. I do need to go and build some more
System
destroyers.
survey complete.
And I will eventually get around to building those. Again, it's a lack of energy credits and a little bit of minerals that's making it to where I'm not building up the fleet as much as I, realistically speaking, should be. You know what? Let's go ahead and queue that up. And you know what, Tara? I
Scientific
think we can afford
breakthrough
one destroyer.
achieved.
Met some new guys, and they're on the other side of me, and they are actually quite large. Not a big fan of that, to be completely honest with you. And they are fanatic xenophobes. We will not be held back. We say as the smallest person in the galaxy right now. Oh, well, at least out of everybody we know. Let's go and get point defense. I don't know what these guys are using. It's probably a good idea for me to at least research it. Did you close your borders to me, or okay, no, I mean, you hate me because you decided to rival me, so that's certainly not helping our relations. But if you hadn't rivaled me, we actually could have had relatively decent relations with a little bit of effort on my part. Again, let's not.
Anomaly found.
You know what? We'll go back for that one later.
Construction complete.
And what's the deal there, game? Apparently this menu has decided it doesn't want to... Okay, there we go. I gotta double click it for whatever reason. It's very weird that I have to double click that for it to actually
Anomaly
show
found.
me the text. Yeah, sure, go check it out. Okay, let's go ahead. Oop. Another destroyer game, if you don't mind. Because these guys are equivalent, which means that we need to be even stronger than we currently are.
Construction complete.
Basic and Stellaris, if anybody
System
near you is
survey
equivalent,
complete.
you need to build up your military more. That's kind of what it boils down to.
Construction complete.
People should not be able to put up a decent fight against you. Or at least that's the thing you want to really avoid. Okay, the other guys have now rivaled me. So I got both of these guys rivaling me. You are considered a neighbor. And if I rival you, the militarist faction will be happier. So, just go ahead and declare you a rival.
Construction
Militarist faction
complete.
is slightly happier now. By plus 2%, which is going to improve Not really, but any person who's a member of the militarist faction will have a slightly higher base, I believe is the way it works now. Base happiness. Yeah, that's the way it works now. Faction happiness used to be a cap. Now it's a
System
now it seems to be the
survey
base
complete.
for how happy people are, which I certainly won't complain about it working as a base. Because it does mean that if I can get these guys to be happy, things are much easier. Yeah, most of our energy credits come from space resources, so that's certainly not that great. How long until the next tradition? 11 months. Let's go ahead and build your mine there. Let's go ahead and move you there. We have some evil space amoebas. Oh good, and our only admiral just got the fleet logistic trait, slightly decreasing the upkeep cost of their fleet. And when I say slightly, I mean it is 10%, which isn't a whole lot, especially for small ships like these.
System survey complete.
We're about to get the Research Initiative Center. I don't think that produces any research on its own.
Scientific breakthrough
I think it is
achieved.
purely a research speed upgrade. So, for example, I could drop it. If I recall, yeah, that's what I thought it was. We will build that eventually here on the homeworld, but
Construction
it's
complete.
gonna have to wait a while because we need food, and that's probably what I'll be replacing for it, or maybe energy credits if I can get a good surplus of energy credits elsewhere.
Construction complete.
Yeah, as it stands right now, we're not going to be doing
System
that.
survey complete.
Okay, I want 2 more destroyers if you don't mind, game. That's not going to be good enough for me to get them to inferior, more than likely. Maybe a little weird if it did, but honestly, you never know. It might be, if their fleets are really just that bad. But in 12 months, we'll have access to cruisers, which will be helpful. And we will inevitably be using them.
Construction complete.
Yeah, you're still not considered a neighbor. Our borders didn't extend that far.
Construction complete. Scientific breakthrough achieved.
1 more. And let's go ahead and get the better deflectors. Ooh, and precursor singularity drive, but it's on a crappy little barren world. And it's a tiny barren world as well, sadly. I mean, we're talking something that's probably going to provide roughly the same amount of tiles as the moon, so yeah. But, having discovered this, we instantly get a plus 2% to research speed across the board. Although it doesn't say it's across the board, but it is across the board. It's just a base 2%. So, that's helpful. Feel free to pause the video if you want to read that. I'm pretty sure I've read it before in the Gorb Collective campaign that I was doing before. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I might not have run into this one. That's kind of the problem when you play these games for yourself. You end up running into a lot of these events already, so you don't really care for them when you get around to recording. But yes, I've run into this before. Like I said, it's a base 2% research, so woohoo. The planet itself, yeah, not exactly useful. It's just a build speed increase for robots, and along with a production increase for robots, which is taking up more of our budget. Ships or buildings. Buildings are, actually right now, so let's go for a minus 10% to building upkeep.
Construction complete.
Okay, we've gone up to 1200. Ooh, your tech is inferior to me. That's interesting. Yours is equivalent, though. Okay, I will probably be ending this part in the next couple of minutes because it has reached the 40-minute mark. I think I'll go until I've unlocked cruisers, and then I'll be ending this part. I think that's what I'll do.
System survey complete.
Didn't mean to do that. And yes, I just want to reinforce it. This is going to be a two-part series, but that's probably not going to actually start until the new year. Right now, it's basically just a one-part series, and this will probably be the last part for this year. We'll see. Next part, I think we'll be colonizing this planet over here.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
There we go. One more month, and then we'll have cruisers, along with, obviously, the end of this part, like I said. Ruler celebration. Yeah, that... I do like that mod. Get the ruler level mod, or whatever it's called.
Breakthrough achieved.
It will flood you with influence. Especially when you have a ruler that lives for a long time. Don't really care for either of these. Oh, did I research better thrusters? I did research better thrusters. Whoops, kind of forgot to put them on the ships. Not that it matters too much in the grand scheme of things. They're not that useful. Let's go for the better armor. We're going to need that for our cruisers. And, yeah, we might want to go ahead and try slapping those onto our ships. And we have some options here. So I can go with the artillery or the broadside, which are both the same model. Or I can go with the barrage, which is the same model, but in black. Given my choices, I think I'll go for broadside across the board, I think. And I'll have this be somewhat of a distance damage dealer. Go ahead and let you design that as you see fit, game. And let's see, you guys are 65. So I'll give you an artillery behavior range of 60, and there we go. We now have our cruisers, or at least the first of our cruisers. The Clue Certia, I guess. I don't know. It's Latin. That's about all I know there. I'm gonna go and have you guys now also switch to an artillery behavior. And you guys, your behavior, just to make sure you always remember, it is charge. Just go in there and get yourselves blown up, because that's about all you're useful for. In fact, we probably won't be using Corvettes for too much longer. They just die too quickly. Again, I don't normally use Corvettes for too long. A lot of times I stop using them around the time I get cruisers. Now, because I am using the new ship classes mod along with the compatibility patch for the Legend of the Galactic Heroes ships for new ship classes, we will end up getting light carriers and the like. In fact, light carriers I'm pretty sure are next in the lineup. I could be remembering wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they are the next thing we unlock. Oh. I allow people to move? I'm sorry. For the time being, I'm going to have to say no migrating people. I don't need you guys screwing everything up by moving around of your own free will. So if you don't mind, don't do that. You know, before I forget, because I know I would forget, let's go ahead, let's wait a couple more months real quick so I can save up the minerals to upgrade Luna's thing. Because if I don't do that now, like I said, I will forget. Ooh, an unusually bright star. And it is within our current borders. That's helpful, game.
System survey
That
complete.
is very helpful. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to end this part here. We have gotten cruisers. We will be possibly building them next part. We'll see. Yeah. We've met two of the neighbors, one of which is a relatively decent sized. The other is not as much. I assume these guys have a border range tech, more than likely. Well, they're also fanatic xenophobes, which is adding plus 30% on top of any techs they have for border range. So they've got some decent sized borders. Although some of their stuff over here, which is not currently owned, well, it is owned by them, but they don't have planets there, could actually get cut off by another empire up here. Which I assume there is another empire up there, because as we can see, they do have their borders closed to an unidentified empire. How we know they have their borders closed to an unidentified empire, we don't know. I always find it weird how Stellaris will tell you that kind of information. But that's just the way Paradox games generally are. It can tell you about people you don't know about. And in the case of EU4, it actually tells you the person's name more often than not. Here, you don't know their name. You just know there is somebody else out there that these guys don't really like. But they don't hate them enough to rival them. That's the thing that should be noted. They don't hate them enough to rival them. They just don't like them enough to allow their borders to be open. That does also remind me. What are our initial borders? No, initial borders closed. I don't... You know, I don't think we ever got any events that revolved around dealing with refugees in my Roma Invicta campaign. So I don't actually know off the top of my head how I figure we would behave dealing with refugees. If we would say, yes, we allow all, or if we would say citizen species only. If it's citizen species only, we effectively will never have to deal with refugees, as far as I'm concerned, because our citizen species are Terrans, because I decided to use that name since we are calling Earth Terra. But, yeah. Well, it's only species with full citizenship, and the only people ever give full citizenship is our primary species, so... You know what, for now we'll say citizen species only. The two people we've met are not exactly the friendliest. They are both xenophobes in some capacity or another. They have both rivaled us, and so we don't want to have to deal with any of their refugees, we'll say. But for now, that's going to be it for this part. You know what, I'm going to see if there's something I can do about the whole not showing the reef looking thing with the SPQR on it here, because I don't know why it's not showing up. I really don't. I clearly have the mod running that enables it because we have it up here, but for whatever reason we don't have it down here. And I assume it's just an issue of Stellaris being Stellaris.
Attention on deck!
The blind masses must be led.
Nothing is impossible to those who would try.
Hull integrity failing. Decompression imminent. It's been an honor, Captain.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with the soldier. Also, that menu's a little messed up. I assume the 1440p UI mod, or whatever it's called that I'm using, has not modified that menu. And as a result, it ends up actually sort of overflowing a little. Okay, let me go ahead and save. Because don't want to have to do any repeats of stuff, because that could result in things being different. Wait, did it not say it? I feel like it didn't save. Okay, no, it did. I just didn't see it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's going to be it for this part. I will see you all in the next part. Like I said, this might be the last part for this year, so it might be a couple of weeks before you guys actually see the next part. Let me actually check my calendar real quick. So So this video go up on the 19th. Yeah. So you guys probably won't be getting a new part of this series until maybe January 9th is my guess. Is when you guys will get the next part. And that should be the start of me using 2 episodes each week for this series. But nonetheless, I will see you all in the next part, but until then, a goodbye and a farewell.